Bryan, when did your story with lymphedema begin?
Well, well, it started early 2018. I had some swelling in my legs, and about 6 months of swelling, and so I knew it wasn't going away. So I went to see my doctor. Well, I went to see the doctor in July of 2018, and he gave me a prescription, told me he's going to fix me up, and things were going to be good. And so I saw him from that July until March of 2020, and it was getting worse. And all he was doing is blood work and changing my prescriptions, and it really worried me. I just wasn't getting any better, and so anyway, then the pandemic hit, and so I didn't see a doctor from that March until February of 2021, and by then it was really bad. And I went in for some blood work that's required for the medication that I take, and they couldn't draw no blood. I mean, I was not giving up any blood, and so they rescheduled it, and then we had that big snowstorm, and that that was bad. And then the doctor went on leave, medical leave, could not get an appointment, and this kept going, and then my doctor wound up dying. And so I had to find a new doctor. And so it was May of 2021 before I found a doctor, and he was the one that diagnosed me with my situation. And at least he knew what he was talking about. And he referred me to a specialist, Dr. Littleton here in Sulphur Springs. And I saw him in June, started my treatments or procedures in July. I had 10 procedures on my legs, 5 procedures on each leg, and follow-up scans. And that took me all the way to the October 6th. And that was quite a commitment, I gotta say. And so they was one that referred me to East Texas therapy and physical therapy, and I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. And so I came to my evaluation on October 26th. Okay, well, first thing they did is they took me into this little room where it was quiet, and Jason pulled up a chair right up by me. His wife was standing on the other side with her tablet. And first thing they did is they asked me my story. How did I get to East Texas physical therapy? And I like that because they didn't just recommend a cookie cutter solution. They wanted to hear what I had to say about how I did get there. And they was willing to spend the time, and not only willing, but they spent the time with me to come up with the best plan for me. And, you know, it was equal to 4 or 5 visits of any other doctor. That's just how much time they took for me. And I was really impressed with that. And they came up with a plan, pretty good plan. This was October 26th, like I said, and I started therapy in November. And my little therapist, she was always cheerful, friendly. In fact, a lot of times I come in the door, and they'd say hello to me by name before the door even shut behind me. And that was, you know, you don't get that. You don't get that everywhere. And so anyway, they just knew what they're doing. They made the visits, my therapy, that lasted an hour. I had an hour session, and they made it enjoyable. You know.
When did you start seeing results?
Well, I guess it was about my second or third session. after they used this compression pump on my legs, she'd start to put my socks back on, and I was ticklish. I mean, I was really ticklish, and to me, that was a good sign because I was getting feeling back. I was getting back, and the swelling on my legs was going down. I was seeing results, and especially as far as the pain. I have a high tolerance of pain, but I was noticing, hey, this is, I'm seeing the results. And after years of just not getting anywhere, I was I knew that there's a possible light at the end of this, and I have them to thank for it because they really was caring and knew what they was doing. And now I am very thankful for that.
So, how are you managing life currently with lymphedema?
Well, my last session was in January of 2022, and they helped set me up a home pumping therapy system at home. So I'm doing the compression, and I'm doing this compression pump therapy at home, and I'm doing much better. My legs are, it's manageable because this condition is very cruel. It can be very cruel. And I've definitely got hope that it's going to continue to be manageable. Well, my condition is getting better, improving, and because this condition can be very cruel, and it can consume your life basically. So if you really, if you have swelling and your legs are, turning a different color or any itching, just symptoms like that, go see a doctor. And if you're not happy with what they say, see another doctor, or just better yet, just call East Texas Physical Therapy, and they'll spend the time with you and see what's your condition and what's the best plan for you. Because if you have any doubt, don't wait. Just don't wait, because it really, my condition, my situation, it should have never got as bad as it did. And I took a long, hard road to finally get to where, hey, this is going to be manageable. I think it will continue to be manageable. I might have my days, but it's right now, my outlook is good. My outlook is good. And now I can spend some time on other parts of it, my weight, stuff like that. But I'm just, my outlook is good, and I'm very thankful for all the folks that helped me. And that's my story.